Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today and welcome to the home of all things FIFA career mode. If you are a first time viewer and you do go on to enjoy this video, I would be eternally grateful if you hit that subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back and thanks for your continued support. And if you want daily FIFA career gems content or you just want to get in touch, then why not head over to either my Twitter or Instagram. So over the past week I have created quite a few players in FIFA20 career mode. I have shared quite a lot of the photos on Twitter and Instagram. I did put a poll up on Instagram last night to see which tutorial people wanted to see first, and Rayan Cherki was the winner. Now Cherki, even though he already has a game face in PES, it will not be added to FIFA 20, so we'll not see him until FIFA 21. He was born on the 17th of August 2003, but as we've already mentioned in the Jude Bellingham created player, you cannot choose 2003 as an option, so the best thing to do is make that 2002. And I'm sure most of you are already aware he plays for Lyon in France, and his kit number is 18. According to Wikipedia, his height is around 5'10", and he weighs about 156 pounds. He's right-footed, and he plays in an attacking midfield role. Now during making this video I did look at quite a few photos of Rayan Cherki, and he does change his hairstyle and facial hair quite frequently. So this was my preferred option for tone and complexion. So after tone and complexion, it's time to move on to the eyebrows. I used the second one across and then I used these morphing options. And the colour I decided upon was dark brown. So now we move on to the eyes, and counting 4 across the bottom, I chose the highlighted selection, and these were the option used in the morphing screen, and again I went for dark brown in colour. The next selection was for the nose, and again I went for the highlighted option on the middle row, and I used these options in the morphing screen in position and size and protrusion and nose bone. So now he's starting to take shape with his eyes and nose sorted. It's time to move on to the lower half of the face. First up we have the mouth. I chose this highlighted selection on the top row, counting 3 across the bottom, and these were the options I used within the morphing screen for mouth size and protrusion and position. Now with all my created players, I think the next selection is the most important when creating a lifelike kind of model, and that is the cheeks and jawbone. I chose the 4th option in on the middle row, and I also use these parameters within the morph screen for cheeks, jaw and fullness. And to really finish off the bottom half of the face, it's now time to move on to the chin. I decided to go with the selection that's highlighted on the top row far right, and I used these parameters within the morph screen for size and protrusion and fullness. And one thing I definitely have noticed when creating players in FIFA 20 is that some profiles look quite lifelike and accurate, whereas others look like the typical game faces we see in career mode. So finally we move on to ears, and this is the option I decided to use on the middle row, and these were the morphing parameters I used for earlobe and protrusion, helix and pitch and size. And like I said right at the start of the video, Rayan Cherki does seem to have a different hairstyle on every picture that I've seen, but there are 2 that make him look quite lifelike and realistic. The one that he's currently wearing and the one directly next to it, a more cropped style. Now with his facial hair, some of his photos he's got a bit of a moustache, some he's got sideburns, but his most recent ones he's got a short cropped beard, so again I will leave that up to your choice. And again, by looking at photos and then confirming on his profile on Transfermarkt, Rayan Cherki is outfitted boots by Adidas. So all in all, I'm pretty impressed with my created version of Rayan Cherki in FIFA 20. Let's be honest, it's probably going to be better than the generic face that he gets in FIFA 21. If you do decide to make a version for yourself, please feel free to share that with me over on Twitter or Instagram. But all that remains to say is thank you so much for watching. Please remember to tune into my channel next time. But for today, it's FCG out.